Richard, Wins News Time 6:30.
And a very good Wednesday morning. Glad we can get together. I'm Scott Stanford. Day 6 of a boil water advisory for the folks in Paterson, New Jersey. This comes after a break in a 30-inch water main last Friday. Now, while the leak's been isolated, nearly 200,000 people are under that boil water advisory. 3 major pipelines run through the area, so crews trying to figure out which one is the problem. Officials calling on residents to conserve water any way they can. That includes taking shorter showers. Here's Paterson Mayor Andre Saya.
Some of you should be getting your water back. If you haven't gotten it already, receiving multiple messages via social media. Mayor, I'm getting my water back. Now's not the time to take a victory lap. That's why I'm preaching conservation.
Officials said the advisory could be lifted by the end of this week. Hey, one guy found out the hard way that maybe asking ChatGPT for dietary advice maybe not be the way to go. We got that story coming right up. Wins News Time, 6:31. Let's get you back out to that morning commute. What do you say, Karen Stewart?
We're going to talk about what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels first. The inbound Holland Tunnel is 25 minutes from the Pulaski Skyway, 15 from the Newark Bay Extension, 10 at the Lincoln, and 15 minutes in at the GW Bridge. As we check things on the East River, we're in good shape from the Throgsneck Bridge down to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel. In New Jersey, southbound 17, north of Sheridan Avenue in Waldwick, we have a broken down vehicle. The left lane, the fast lane, is blocked. The alternates here, Garden State Parkway or Franklin Turnpike, and the truck lanes of 1 to 9 southbound at Central Avenue in South Kearney, dealing with an accident there that blocks the right lane. Stick with the Pulaski Skyway instead. Westchester in Yonkers, northbound Sawmill, just north of the Bronx line, has police activity in the right. You can try the New York State Thruway instead. And as we check Long Island, the westbound Southern State at 28N for Wantagh Avenue has an accident there. That thing is in the right-hand lane. We're doing well right now. If you're traveling over the LIE, no big delays yet. Slowdowns here and there, certainly, but nothing major. Traffic in transit every 10 minutes around the clock. Breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Let's go! You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Well, let's get a check of that AccuWeather forecast. Meteorologist Joe Lundberg. Joe, we were cooking yesterday. We're going to cook again today.
It's going to be a schwitzbox today, Scott. It's going to be up there to 90 in Midtown with real feels topping the century mark. Just brutal this afternoon, but that's the environment that's going to cook up some thunderstorms this afternoon, probably mid to late afternoon or early evening, any of which could produce flooding downpours in places and or gusty winds. Our high temperature, again, about 90. Behind them, warm and sticky overnight with a low just 75. Could be a stray thunderstorm in places overnight. That risk of a thunderstorm lingers into tomorrow, but very spotty in nature. It'll be very warm and humid with clouds, some sun, and a high of 88. Little less humid for Friday with more sunshine, the high 87. Partly to mostly sunny Saturday with highs in the mid to upper 80s. Right now, clear, 76 in Central Park. Humidity 79%. The wind southwest at 7. We're meeting our current temperature 76, headed at 90 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg of New York's weather station 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Hey, it's Scott Shannon. Check out my True Oldies channel. Just download the free Odyssey app, search Scott Shannon, and lock it in.
Powered by River Spring Living, with a beautiful campus overlooking the Hudson River where older adults can live, learn, and flourish. For info, go to riverspringliving.org.
All right, a teen influencer's fundraising mission has hit a bit of a snag, which caused him to spend all summer in Antarctica.
Ethan Guo has been posting his trip since last year to his millions of followers.
But getting here hasn't been easy.
Attempting to become the youngest person to fly solo to all 7 continents. The trip was to raise money for childhood cancer research, but authorities say he landed his small plane illegally in Antarctica in June after providing false flight plan data to officials. The 19-year-old was charged over it, but a judge has now dropped it, and in exchange, he has to donate $30,000 to a children's cancer foundation and leave Chilean territory. Guo must also leave the country as soon as conditions allow.
This kid's flying around the world. I can't get my kids to go to the supermarket. That's Matt Piper reporting. The initial trip aimed to raise $1 million for childhood cancer research through St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Different stroke star Todd Bridges, remember him? He says celebrity friend Eddie Murphy tried to stage an intervention for him back in the 80s. The problem was Murphy tapped Rick James to help, Mr. Super Freak. Bridges said that he can't give James any credit for helping him get clean. He says James was higher than he was most of the
He
time.
goes, let me see your stuff. And I didn't know what Rick was saying. I'm like, what do you mean my stuff? He goes, your stuff. I'm like, Rick, what are you talking about? He goes, your drugs, man. I go, oh. And I'm like, why am I? He goes, let me see it. I'm like, all right. So I showed him. He goes, man, that's too, I don't want you killing yourself. That's too much. Let me take a half of that. Take it from you. You don't kill yourself.
Unreal. Talking on the Patrick LeBroy show, Bridges says he's been sober for over 3 decades. A 60-year-old man's diet went way off track after taking some questionable advice from ChatGPT. This fella hoping to eliminate salt asked the AI for a healthier substitute. ChatGPT suggested sodium bromide. That would be NaBr on your periodic table. Shout out to Mr. Murphy, my 10th grade chemistry teacher. Sounds harmless, right? Turns out sodium bromide is a chemical used in pesticides. After replacing his salt with sodium bromide for 3 months, the man ended up in the hospital convinced that his neighbor was trying to poison him. You know why? Because doctors diagnosed the guy with bromide toxicity. That's a condition that causes paranoia and hallucinations. The case was published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. Moral of the story, maybe you stick to the real food pyramid, and we'll leave the chemical advice to Siri and Alexa. A primetime Emmy. But for what? It wasn't for her music. We'll fill you in on the other side.